Odell Beckham got traded to the Cleveland Browns.
He did?
Yeah, I just saw that in the bathroom.
Oh, that's...
Wow.
The Cleveland Browns about to have a squad.
I just wanted to bring that up to everyone's attention. Odell Beckham, Cleveland Browns.
No longer a Giant?
And I'm pissed.
He should be.
OBJ's gone.
Should be.
Hey, welcome to the Squad Goals Podcast, episode 43.
43?
3, me, believe, qui, tree, ni, lee. My name is AJ, and to my left, I have, as always,
D'Angelo.
and then to my right on the soundboard, I got
Devonne.
And for those of you watching on YouTube, you might notice we're in a new space. We got a new set.
Yeah. This is a new set, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy. No longer at gas bars. We got a nice little cleaning up to do, but
Forgot a box in the background. Yeah, we're not at gas bars anymore. We got our own space. We talked about it a little bit. We're renovating our new office as we speak. Construction is going on.
yeah, still under construction, so
No air conditioning either. If you see us getting a little sweaty, hot and sweaty.
yeah, hot and heavy in here.
But, so, I wanted to talk about how... There's a few things. I was trying to think of which one. So, there's a movie coming out that I was a little lukewarm about. And I, all of a sudden, really changed my mind because a trailer dropped today. Mm-hmm. And I went from feeling lukewarm to feeling really good. And that is Aladdin.
There was a new trailer today?
A new trailer dropped, and I went from, it looks okay, to, oh, that looks good. Like, I don't know why they put anything else out besides, they should have started with this trailer.
Okay.
And this trailer, I was like, you got to see a lot more. You got to see the theme, vibe. Like, you see some of your favorite scenes, like little glimpses, and you're like, oh, they did that well. And I was...
You impressed?
I was impressed.
Do they show Genie again?
They do. And
Okay.
I feel like the last time they showed that like quick second and it wasn't enough. I feel like now it's a little bit more. And in the trailer, it was mostly Will Smith.
Okay.
I feel like he's not blue for that much. I guarantee he's probably blue maybe like, I'm going to call it 3 times. You first see the genie. He probably turns blue at some point and probably in the like last battle. He's only going to be blue like 3 times. He's just going to be Will Smith. I'll call it now.
That's a bummer. So is it like his backstory or something like that they're doing, or?
I thought Genie was Genie the whole time.
Well, I mean, blue genie. He's kind of like Will Smith, like chilling, like as a regular guy. It looks like.
Okay.
But
That's weird.
it's not backstory. It's as far I've only seen the trailer. It's like a 2-minute trailer, and it seems like it's the movie Aladdin, but it's just like like in the parade scene. Genie kind of turns into a person to imagine
Blend
that,
in.
but like all the time.
All the time.
And I think that's what it's going to be.
Oh, that's whack.
It's just Will Smith like wearing an outfit.
I don't think that's that bad. I think that's, as long as you have him as blue occasionally. But
If he has,
it's probably like a budget thing too.
I think it's a budget thing, and I think maybe that's why they kept his face identical.
Yeah.
Which was a big like complaint a lot of people had with that little teaser they put out was you look at him and you're like, oh, that's just Will Smith, and it looked weird. But if he's gonna be Will Smith the whole time, it makes sense that you would keep his face because then it would be confusing when he's switching back and forth. Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up.
Plus, Will Smith, his face sells tickets regardless. So.
Will Smith's face sells... Even on the poster, he's Will Smith. They released the poster today, too. It's just Will Smith being Will Smith. Big Will. The big W. Best rapper alive. Don't at me.
What? Name 2.
Rappers?
No, 2 Will Smith songs.
Getting Jiggy With It. Wild Wild West.
You got lucky. They play Wild Wild West at work. That's the only reason you know it.
No, it's a good song. Arguably, it's a really good song.
It is a
he
good
had
song.
a lot of hits. I think it's easy to identify his song.
Parents don't understand.
Parents-
Summertime.
Parents just don't
You
understand.
didn't
Summertime.
you didn't say nothing like the hits.
Switch.
Switch. I've said many times, my first ringtone ever was Switch by Will Smith.
That's a good tune.
Mine was Lollipop by Lil Wayne.
I think I was like in college when that song came out.
When Lollipop came out? No, you weren't.
I was probably in about 10th grade.
I believe that. You were 8th or 9th.
No,
You were like... No, because I was in middle school when I first got a phone. Lollipop.
I was in middle school,
It was
too.
hot. When Lollipop came
When
out?
did Switch come out? We can, like, cross-references. When did Switch come out?
I want to say like 2006.
No. I was in
it after?
7th grade. I was in
it
7th
after?
grade, which would have been 2004
Maybe a little.
to 2005. That school year, I was in 7th grade. Switch, 2005?
When did Lollipop come out?
That probably came out.
Lil Wayne's Lollipop.
So, I would say my 11th grade year. So 2007,
You were getting a phone back then?
2008.
Yeah.
My senior
2008?
year in high
Yeah.
school.
Oh, okay.
What grade
Class
were
of
you?
08.
I was in 7th.
In 2008?
No, I was. Oh, in high, I was.
Yeah, you were in like high school, like 9th, 10th grade.
I was in 10th grade or
Yeah. 'Cause
11th. I might have been 10th or 11th, depending on.
Because I was in no,
What
you
part
were.
of the
I was I was like 7th, 8th grade. You're only like 3 years older than me. Yeah, that's when Lil
The
Wayne came
math
out.
checks out.
No, it doesn't. What
What?
year did you graduate? 2010.
2010.
You were in 10th grade.
Either the 2008 to 2000, the 2007 to 2008, I would have been in 10th. In 2008 to 2009,
Was
I
it
would have been
later?
in 11th.
Was it earlier?
That's what
or
I'm
later?
clarifying. When
No,
you
it
go,
was-
a school year covers
I think
2
you were in
years,
10th.
Yeah,
so you
no.
have to specify.
Yeah, you were in 10th.
2008, I could have been in one of 2 grades
Yeah.
because it's either
It was
the
two-
end
I
or the
get-
beginning.
I get that, but we're trying to find out exactly when it was, and it should be your 10th grade.
I mean, I don't know when he got the. I wasn't in Verizon with him when they were picking out phones. I don't know.
No, I never had Verizon.
I'm just basing
Sprint
it.
gang all day.
No, Verizon's where it at, except for today where there was a giant outage and I couldn't send text messages.
Exactly.
For like the first
You know
time of the
when
day.
you know when that happens with Sprint, never.
Because they have such a big network.
And you know what?
Sprint is the worst service.
And you if Sprint's so bad, why did the Verizon guy come to us? Gang, gang.
because
They
they
paid
paid him more
Shaq.
money.
Gang, gang. We took
They-
your boy.
no,
loyalty over money.
They needed whatever they could to get sales, so they had to pay him off.
They giving away phones for free at Sprint.
If the
They
Verizon
making
guy
sales.
is your best bet to get sales, you know you're in a sinking ship.
When,
That's like
when y'all, that's how y'all got on. That's the only reason
But,
Verizon has
yeah,
a
no,
name, because he put
we
y'all on the
made him.
map.
We made him.
He made y'all.
Sprint. You just went.
Hello? Can
Also-
you hear me now?
Also, out of the big four, I think Sprint is the most low tier.
Sorry, big 3, and then Sprint's kind of in the.
Yeah.
No, whoa. Sprint, what is better than Verizon?
Nothing.
100%. Verizon is trash.
Verizon has the
Sprint's
the
not the
widest
best.
network.
Sprint's not the best, but it's better than Verizon. I've had Verizon, and then we went to Sprint.
Verizon's just too expensive.
We had Verizon. We were like, this is trash. Sprint gets you places that you don't expect. You have service.
You get the best value with the Magenta network, T-Mobile.
Absolutely.
I heard T-Mobile
That's
trash.
Best value.
When you said the big 3, I didn't think T-Mobile was even in that.
I thought you were gonna bring AT&T up.
Verizon,
and Sprint.
then Cricket.
Well, Cricket is AT&T. But
It's Sprint,
No, I think-
Verizon, AT. Actually, Sprint, AT&T, Verizon.
T-Mobile's the fastest growing, and they're up there now. Maybe number 2.
T-Mobile has nothing but teenagers doing break dances. That's the only thing they got for them.
T-Mobile's killing it.
No.
They have a new stadium in Las Vegas. They're making money, and they're the biggest growing. They're about
The phones aren't selling. We need to buy a
We're gonna
stadium.
buy a stadium.
We gotta keep the lights on.
you guys don't know what you're talking about.
I do, because I have the best service, so I feel like
You have Verizon is like one of the oldest services, so they've been in the game a little longer than
so
everyone
that
else.
And they're
just
still
because it's been around, doesn't
trash.
mean-
And that's a shame. They should be way better.
That means that they were
Everybody
in the
should
game.
have Verizon
Yeah.
if Verizon's good.
Now
They've
T-Mobile
been here
came
for
in
a
late in
while.
the game, and they're already like one of the. I think they're number 2, as far as
I'm just saying, I've never seen an empty
2
Sprint
or
store.
3. No one likes Sprint.
I've never seen an empty one.
No, I don't. You know what? I had Sprint for a while, and they always did this thing where like they'll charge me extra. On
I don't pay
phone
the
bill.
bills. I don't.
You don't pay the bills. Well, it must be nice.
Hey, You should always pay your phone bills, even if you're on your parents' plan. I want to put that out there.
For your credit score?
Hey,
Pay your phone bill because you don't want to be a freeloader. I always pay my bill.
you know what? That's why you like Sprint the best.
Let me see your text messages for your dad.
That's why.
Let me see your text messages from your father.
It's easy to say the Sprint's the best when you don't even pay your bill.
Whoa, I have
course, you're
to
getting free
We're
service.
talking about service. I did
getting
not
free service.
I did not talk about the bill. I don't understand. I don't know the bill situation. I'm talking about the service situation. I like my service.
I would say Subway's the best sandwich if I was getting free sandwiches all the time, too.
No, you wouldn't. Subway does. I don't want to start that fight.
No, please start that fight.
No, I don't want to lose my Subway sponsorship.
I don't want to start.
You're the new
that
Jared?
fight.
Never mind. Never mind. I take that back.
Yeah.
We'll start the fight. What's the best sandwich in your opinion? Best sandwich. You want to go to a sandwich place? Where do you go?
No,
because I'm a sandwich connoisseur.
First of all, the delis, like a regular deli, is where you get the best sandwich.
That's your top. That's like your pure. Like if this was like a cocaine situation, that's 100% pure. Is a deli.
All right,
sandwich.
You got that
Now we gotta go.
food
Now we're
joints.
getting cut. We're cutting it a little bit. Where do we go?
You got the Italian delis, then you got the bodegas, which also make.
Well,
amazing
I
sandwiches.
wrote
Put them
all
together?
The bodegas, the Italian delis.
Sure.
That's authentic.
All right,
That's
but out
We're
of
talking about
fast
big
food,
chain.
out of
Yeah,
fast
big
food,
chain.
big chain. Jersey Mike's. What's the other one? Subway.
Jimmy John's.
You would put
Jimmy John.
You would put Subway at the top of that list, or number 2.
I.
You're a effing psycho.
What's the other one? Sombrero, or is that a pizza place?
I think they have
Yes,
sandwiches.
yes,
The fact
pizza
that you
place.
don't know, answer.
Yeah. I don't know.
Saboro.
I put Subway over those. Yeah.
When was the last time you had a Subway sub?
A Subway sub recently, a couple months ago.
Well,
I get the grilled chicken one with American cheese,
Well,
bacon,
let's-
mayo, salt, pepper, honey mustard.
Let's
Little
retract
lettuce.
back to value.
Watching my weight.
Subway has the best value.
It does.
Not the best quality at all, but the best value.
I haven't gotten sick yet.
I'm not saying you're gonna get sick. I'm saying it's not good.
It's a good.
Like,
I like it. It's
Publix,
toasted. How can you mess
number
up a
one.
sandwich that
Publix.
I'm watching you make in front of
Publix
me?
is up
Publix,
there.
number 1. 2,
I'm talking fast food though.
it's a chain.
I thought you said
I'm
deli.
going
That's
chain. I'm
you're going
chain.
to the Publix deli.
Yeah, but that's not like an Italian deli. Like I
No,
want to go to an
this
Italian
is-
deli where there's like a cat walking around and like they're kind of like, what's your like? You need to know your order.
You're thinking about the Chinese deli.
Well, there goes
Never
all
mind.
of our
Never
fans
mind.
in China.
I'm just kidding.
No, Publix. I would go with a little controversy. I would put Witch up there. If you haven't had Witch,
No, actually,
We're talking Tampa. Which is pretty good.
My father went to Which once, said they made a sandwich so good that he won't go back because he doesn't want to ruin the experience.
that's a good sandwich.
Bricados. I mean, we're talking local Bricados. Easily, that's a mean sandwich place right there.
But no,
Firehouse.
it's always
I would
so
put
long.
Firehouse up there.
I would put Firehouse
Jersey
over.
Mike's is good. That's a good sandwich.
Subway number 1.
No, you're out. That wouldn't even be
Does-
on the radar.
Quiznos
There's a
still
reason
exists?
why y'all know.
No.
There's a reason why y'all know Subway. There's a reason why Subway was at the top of the top for so long, and they couldn't just be putting out shitty sandwiches.
Miami Subs is better than that.
No,
Miami Subs.
You remember Miami
I've never
Subs?
even heard of that.
No. Yeah.
it's his cousin's joint.
Nah, there was
He was giving a plug.
at one point there were Miami
I
Subs.
paid $100 for that little shout out. Where were Miami Subs? I'm sorry for interrupting.
Where there was one on Dale Mabry, but it's no longer there. I guess no one wanted it anymore. However, it was a much better sandwich than Subway.
Best burger places.
Five Guys.
Five Guys.
We're talking chains or we're
I'm
talking just
gonna say
regular
chains.
restaurants?
Number
Chains.
1, Five Guys.
Five Guys
And then
is not number one.
Ooh, controversy.
mean-
Burger One's up there.
Burger 1, Burger 21.
Or that's what I meant. Burger 21.
Burger
Burger
Monger. BGR.
Burger Monger is expensive though.
I've never had Burger Monger.
Burger Monger is expensive.
For a burger.
But then again, so is Five Guys.
no, Five Guys, you get you.
No. You get
and
the-
they be throwing in the fries for you.
They give you a lot of fries.
They be
for
killing you
sure.
with the fries.
For sure. But after you get your full meal, you spend $16, $17 on the burger and the fries.
But they make it. They make it worth it though.
Yeah.
We've never talked about food on this podcast.
I've never went to Five Guys and been like, damn, I spent too much money on. Like I always felt like it's like a Chinese place. Like I'll spend a little extra because I know I'm gonna always have a little extra with me.
I'm a man of fine taste. Like, remember when I was going through that phase?
You're not a man of fine taste.
Hear me out.
He eats corn to cleanse his palate.
Yeah. No, remember when I was going through the phase where when I wanted to buy meat, I went straight to a slaughterhouse and bought them fresh.
He picked the animals.
Yeah, you can go to the slaughterhouse and they like throw a lamb.
That's really sad.
I was getting lamb chops. They throw the lamb and they go like, what piece do you want and like how many? And then they cut it and they go, okay, do you want like just a big slab?
Was the lamb still alive?
No. But you could go back and pick.
I wouldn't be able to eat the lamb if I picked the one.
I never did the tour of the slaughterhouse, but they do free tours.
You get to pick which one. It's like Red Lobster when you pick the lobster.
I think so. I think
And
that's
the place-
part of it.
and
Who picks the lobster? I've never picked the lobster.
The place is halal. Well,
Yeah, it's a Muslim run place. Everything's kosher. Everything is so. There's no
pork.
No pork. You can't get your pigs there. So I would go to Publix for my pigs, and then I would go to the slaughterhouse.
I don't like how you just call it
your pigs.
the pigs.
Yeah, you
I would
can't,
go to
you
slaughter.
can't pick up your pig there.
I don't like that we have names for meat that isn't the animal. Hey, we should be. I want my cow. I want my pig. Because why are we okay with chicken? Why if it's a bird?
Because
it's bad. It's okay, but if it's a mammal, nah, we got to come up with something else.
Turkey,
chicken.
But
poultry.
But wait, they call it poultry.
But that's just a category. I don't go going.
You know what?
Can I get sliced poultry tenders and?
That's a valid point. I've never thought about
If
that.
it's a bird, it's okay. If it's a mammal,
but what?
No.
What do you want to call? Like you want to call it a cow patty? That sounds like
it's called a hamburger, so we're really just making up shit at this point.
I wonder is it because like in the past we've been more sentimental towards mammals, or you know what I'm saying? Like so we gotta name the mammals, but the chickens are just we're eating
like
chicken.
If I wanted to get an ostrich burger, it's an ostrich burger.
Well, you have to specify it. You want ostrich.
You know.
Yeah.
But like even deer, venison.
Yeah. Veal.
Cows.
Veal. Beef.
Veal, baby cows, veal. You guys okay? You okay? What's going on?
Lamb.
You're laughing. No.
Lamb.
Yeah, we do call lamb, and that should be the one you definitely don't want to call the animal. Like,
why?
We take the cutest animal, and we're like, I'm fine
lambs
calling
cute?
it a lamb chop. But like a cow or a disgusting pig, we're like, that's pork.
Yeah, I think you had such a strong spec.
No, it's a good point. I'm not gonna lie.
Fucking swine over there, like
I didn't know
going in the mud.
just...
We call that pork, but yet a cute lamb, we'll call it lamb.
Mary had a little lamb. No, that's a valid point.
I don't know. It keeps me up at night.
Well, I mean, you don't want to think about the actual pig when you call it. Oh, I'm gonna eat this pig real quick. That's why it's easier to say that you're gonna eat pork or you're gonna eat beef because you don't want to just mention the animal.
I don't know.
It instantly puts the image of the animal.
I've never put this much thought. I've always been like beef is cow, cow is pork. So when I hear beef, I think cow. It's not.
Yeah, but you don't say, "Let me get a cow burger."
That's just.
Hey, can I get let me get the ribeye cow. And don't get me started.
No, let me get the cow ribs. You know.
I think the cut is. I think they just named the cut.
That's the cut. That was a bad example. You don't have to. I was ready just to move past that.
You ready just to?
I said it.
You were like just ready to sweep that under the rug. I was like, that's just a cut.
Huh. But it's just something to think about.
Yeah.
But something to think about as well is what did we do this last weekend? We went to a little place called Podfest.
Rapping.
I'm upset,
rapping.
and I know Taylor's gonna be upset.
Hold on, wait. Podfest.
This is a good thumbnail.
Podfest 2019. It was a good time.
Yeah, I do want to do a deeper dive into everything that went on when Taylor's here next, because he was there all 3 days. So but I just want to touch on it. It was a good time. Met a lot of good people. Learned a lot. It was a really good event. Yeah. Thanks to Buzzsprout.
Thank you, Buzz.
Giving us tickets to attend that event.
We were almost too late the first day.
We got there at like the tail end of the
day. Lady was like, Oh, my iPad's turned off.
Oh yeah.
I was
we
like,
went to register to get our tickets, our badges, and the lady literally said, "Oh, I turned off the iPad. Sorry, I can't."
I was like, okay, you can't turn it back on? But she was like, oh, yeah, your registration ended at 5. I was like, oh, I didn't drive.
It was like 4:50.
I was like,
oh. We had time. We were.
Yeah.
No, maybe it was a little after.
It was like 5:01. I was like, oh, we're doing this at the exact buzzer. I'm like, it's just 3 of us.
After you guys drove an hour and a half to Orlando?
Yeah, but then I saw what happens because they did do us and then 2 more people came from outside.
Yeah,
so I was like, I see why now you don't do it. But
I think it's...
She still did it. Thank you, lady.
See, Taylor and I were the only ones that were there all 3 days. I kind of want to hear a comparison because you came the first day, Devonne.
First day.
D'Angelo came the last day. And I want to hear, what was your experience on that first day? Like, just how the people were and, like...
There were a lot of interesting people there. And...
Like, you know, we were kind of... Like, it was a little, like... bashful. Like,
everybody started off a little bit, didn't want to talk or anything, or they already knew people from the last Podfest, and people who were new were kind of like just staying off to themselves. And then we did the strategic alliance and kind of met everybody that way. But yeah, it started off slow.
I want to hear what you saw on the third day.
Yeah, I think at that point people had already experienced time together. So everyone was like, they all kind of knew each other. I was walking around with Taylor and AJ, and everyone's coming up to them. Hey, what's going on? You guys are back. I'm surprised you guys made it awake after last night.
Yeah, day 2 is when it was time to separate the boys from the men.
I hear day 2 you guys turned up, which I'm sad I missed.
Turn way up.
They threw a really good event. It was all-you-can-eat food, open bar, all-you-can-eat sushi. They had sushi chefs rolling up sushi rolls, all-you-can-eat. It was... a really good party, and we had a pool party after party. Me and Taylor got.
Y'all started it, right?
Yeah, we started a after party and then came at like 1:00. Well,
they were late to their own after party.
You guys got kicked out of the pool, is what happened.
We told everyone, "Hey, after party at the pool." Then we showed up at 1 a.m. Everyone got there at 10:30. Like. Some of the people kind of left early, but we stayed. And we met a guy. He had the 40th podcast ever. He wrote in our Uber back. He wrote the book Podcasting for Dummies.
Yeah, I went with an OG. Top 100.
That's crazy. The 40th podcast.
40th podcast.
What year did he start it, did you know?
Yikes.
What's that look for?
You didn't even listen.
No.
He told you. I know that was the first thing. I started this podcast in 2000 and...
Stumped.
We met the guy who was the 40th podcast.
Okay.
I was a little intoxicated at that point.
How long have we been doing podcasts? What number are we?
We are on 43. We have probably been doing it roughly, if I had to guess, 39 to 40 straight, or 40 weeks. I think we have missed 3.
Okay.
In the first year.
No, I mean, what number are we as far as podcasts created?
Oh.
I'm just kidding. There's no way you're fine.
1,457,000.
I didn't say which podcast
ranking
we are. No, it's all good. No, that's impossible to answer.
Because there's probably like 1 million that start every day.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
especially nowadays. I mean, like everyone's starting podcasts, which is cool.
But do they have a cool set?
Maybe.
Probably.
Well. I wanted to go over something because we're in a new set, and I wanted to come up with our new set resolutions because I think you have resolutions every time there's something new. New Year resolutions. I started doing my New Year's resolutions on my birthday because it's a new year for me. And what's our new set resolutions? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to change? What do you want to make better in the next set till the next set?
Well, I mean, hopefully, people can help us out with it, but we're trying to get the audio to sound as crisp and as perfect as possible. So, I mean, if people out there are like listening to the podcast, they can let us know whether this is sounding better, because we created this space, so we want to use it as best as possible. Of course, we want to have it aesthetically pleasing for everyone out there. And you guys finish up. I don't want to take you.
I was seeing something on the computer real quick. Sorry. I have 2.
Okay.
I have 2 that I banked out.
Sure.
1, not missing weeks. How I said we missed 3.
Okay.
Not to miss any weeks. 2, I have noticed this. This is my resolution. I'm making a word now to us and everyone watching and listening. If we talk about doing something on this podcast, we're doing it.
Okay.
We always hype up this new, like, okay, next week, get ready, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, I'm going to go home, I'll tune in. And
okay.
So I bought Soylent.
Oh, okay,
because
wow.
I said I would drink it.
Yeah.
And also, next week, we will have our first annual catch-up off.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we did mention
Since we were just trying to get settled into the studio, I couldn't do it this week. But next week, first annual catch-up off. Yeah. Because I always feel like we go, okay, next week, we're going to get a bunch of catch-ups, and we're going to do a taste test. And then it's like, it never happens. That's mine.
No, we're just holding it off, but we're going to do it. I have another one, and I'm going to put it on top of the list. Some air conditioner.
Oh, yeah. That's hot. For sure. It's hot.
What's your new set resolution, Devonne?
AC. That's it. Everything you said in AC.
A nice mug?
Yeah, and a t-shirt.
Didn't you get a shirt?
Yeah, I got a shirt. Y'all just didn't email me.
I have my shirt in my car.
I'm not in y'all's memos.
You didn't join the Slack group of what to wear on the podcast?
Yeah, the stylist subpage. No, I didn't get that one.
We have to create that one.
The style page?
Yeah. You know, just to keep up to date, make sure everyone...
We can all post our outfits and, like, let everyone judge.
I'm definitely not joining.
Why not?
I'm not joining that. I'm not every morning. Every day before the podcast, I'm supposed to take a picture of my outfit.
No, every day. We'll all post... Everyone will post outfits. And we all say, like, yeah. You know, like in the movies where someone comes out of, like, the dressing room? No, we're not doing that. And then everyone's like, no. And then eventually they're like, yeah, it'll be like that, but on Slack.
No, we're not doing that every day.
Bathroom selfies.
You seen those mirrors that, like, you can take a picture?
That's what my fiance's for.
And it takes a picture of your everyday outfit, and it ranks it, and then it tells you what you can do to improve your outfit.
Ooh, what is this?
It's like a mirror. I think it's, like, by Amazon.
I might get that.
Yeah.
Every clothes combination you have, you try on, it says it's trash. Every shirt you put on is like, no.
I might try that.
Don't you have your own personal stylist? What happened to her?
Yeah, what happened to Stitch
Amy?
Fix? You cheating on her now?
No. We're just taking a little bit of a break because I just did not have the time and the finances to continue with the boxes.
To continue with your relationship?
Yeah.
You couldn't get
any possible sponsor after hyping them up for months. I moved.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of outside expenses that were hindering, and I had to make budget cuts. And unfortunately...
you cut the stylist? The stylist
I had to let Amy go.
Amy wasn't cutting.
The stylist is always the first to go.
When I talked to her, I said, you did a fantastic job.
I just can't afford your box anymore. Your box is too expensive.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When was the last time you heard a compliment on your outfit?
You need Amy back.
That's a good one.
You need Amy back.
Yeah.
No, I've gotten some compliments.
Baby, come back.
I've gotten some compliments.
Nobody will compliment me. Oh. I'm sorry.
I just feel like I don't try. I've hit a rut in my life, and I don't care. No, I do Blue Apron, though, now.
Yeah, I know. You keep sending me that
blue
coupon
crystals.
code.
What?
You keep sending me a coupon code.
I sent you a coupon code once.
Twice.
And it keeps on sending. You're on the list.
Okay.
I was going to send Devonne one if he wanted.
Yeah. I would like that.
I will send
And to be on the t-shirt memo.
Mine.
Put me on the Blue Apron t-shirt memo.
You, Blue Apron, if this episode is sponsored by Blue Apron. You like food? You like deliveries?
Do you like to cook your deliveries?
Two worlds collide. Blue Apron.
Do you want to Uber Eats but not feel completely lazy? Blue Apron.
That's actually a good way to do it. It's like...
You're welcome.
But that's what I...
Put me
I guess
on
that's
the
how I feel
marketing.
with Instacart, because I Instacart my groceries.
And you feel like less of a piece of
Instacart
garbage.
is the best. Everyone knocks Instacart until you Instacart, and then you go,
Don't.
oh, life was great.
I know. I try to get my fiance to Instacart all the time. She's like, no.
Has she ever tried it?
She did. We have tried it, and I like the service. I pay an extra $20, but I don't have to leave. She's like, but you saved the 20.
But I feel like
I'd rather not sit in traffic.
My way for justifying this,
pay 20.
Yeah, my way for justifying this is if I was sitting at my house and I'm like, I need to go grocery shopping, and I had someone there, and I was like, how much would you charge me to get your groceries? And if they said $20 in that moment, I would be like, yeah, I picture it as not like a fee, an extra fee. I picture it as, would I pay this amount of money to get out of this situation?
Yeah,
and it's like,
get out of this
if
chore. I would.
That's not enough for me to get out of this.
No.
Then I would do it. But then if I'm like basically if I was like, hey, D'Angelo, would you go grocery shopping for me? Name your price. Name one.
$15.
Okay, then I would pay the $15 like that in my mind. If I had a
compete.
service that was a $15 fee, then I would pay the $15 fee.
With me, I actually like going to the grocery store. I like the experience of going to the grocery store.
Yeah, I don't like the grocery store.
Nah,
that's where all the sick
like
people go. Sick people, old people, and
they're just people buying groceries. You need to eat to live.
I do want to say, they don't allow you to buy cakes on Instacart.
Why you try to buy a cake?
I try to buy that cookie cake on Instacart.
Do you know the reason why?
Because the cake will get messed up.
You should ask.
And then you'll blame them because your cake got messed up.
I was ordering my food, this last batch of groceries. I buy like one really big order, like expensive order, but it lasts me like over a month, right?
It's just corn.
And I was like, I'm craving cookie cake. I'm grocery shopping on my phone. I'm gonna treat myself and get myself a full cookie cake. And I'm looking, I'm like, there's no cookie cake. And then I'm like, let me go in the categories, and I'm like, bakery, I could get like the cookie, like I could get.
So all the other baked goods you can get, but you just can't get the cakes.
Yeah, full cakes. Like I could go to the deli. I could have them put deli meats and cheeses in my Instacart. Be like, give me a half pound of this. I can put a Publix sub in my Instacart and have them deliver a Publix sub.
I wonder if it's like because they don't want. Like if the cake gets messed up, now it's the driver's fault, and now
I feel like
because they're delicate, you know.
Yeah.
So
I just feel like it's a lot of work to get a cake.
That's all.
And why don't you just put it in your memo?
Like, especially
if I'm like, can you get it iced? And then they're like, I'm not doing it.
You should have put it in the memo. Just like extra 15 if you buy cookie cake.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad deal.
Pay you
They read the memo. They'll be like, okay, bet I get the cookie
Do you
cake.
ever put things? Well, you did it once or twice. Do you ever put things in the memo to see if they'll do it?
Oh, for my Uber Eats people, I put a memo all the time because my house is hard to find, so I have to give them instructions.
I started having that problem.
Yeah, your houses. Yeah,
they yelled at me. They used to yell at me.
Yeah, you live in the. Yeah, you need instructions to find where you're at.
Like they would come up and be like, "Hey, the first lady. Hey, how's it going? Can I get a thank you?" And she's like, "Hey, maybe you should put.
Can I get a thank you?
You should." She's like, "Can you put the instructions because like I didn't know where I was going and I went up the wrong stairwell. Like I live in a building number and there's a stairwell to the left and a stairwell to the right, but they don't connect up top.
Oh, that must
and everyone
suck.
goes to the right side first."
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this bitch.
Got a handful of bags bringing it to her own stairwell. I feel for her.
And I was like,
she should have called.
She was being rude.
She should have called.
You get like a lot of groceries.
No, this was just an Uber Eats. This was an Uber Eats. The grocery people, I'll go down and help them.
Okay.
The Uber, sometimes they'll bring them all up before they knock, and I'll give them extra money. Those are the real heroes of the world. Because they don't knock, like the first people knock and they have like one bag and they're like, oh, it's not.
It's men usually with all the bags.
I've only had women Instacart drivers, and it makes me question doing Instacart every time because then I feel they're always like these old women, and I live on the second floor, and they're always like,
I know
cases of water, and I'm like,
oh god.
I've never had like a strapping young lad, and I'm like, oh, he's got this. But my story, Uber Eats driver comes, flips out. And by flips out, she said, you should put the typed instructions because I went up the wrong stairwell. I'm like, okay.
Bye, bitch.
Slammed the door and I said, I can remove a tip. And then maybe a couple days later, I was going through a phase where I was Uber Eating a lot. And
you go through a lot of phases.
Uber Eating?
Uber Eating.
Okay.
And second person comes up. Hey, maybe you should put the typed instructions that you should go up the stairwell because I went up the wrong one. I'm like, okay, like, whoa.
No, I think this is on you. You
That's-
already told about this.
Yeah, and I went, whoa, okay, maybe there's some truth to it. Maybe she just wasn't disgruntled, because anytime I've had a delivery, she was fine. Like, they were always fine. Then I did an Instacart, and that's the one. That was the one, because it was an old woman. She carried the case of water up first.
Oh, man.
And she's like...
That's her fault.
She's like...
Start small.
I'm really... I went up the wrong thing.
Bro, you're about to cause one of these old ladies to end up in the hospital.
How much did you tip that old lady?
I don't know.
$5 to die.
I gave her like a little
for a
bag
stroke.
of change.
Get a heart attack just delivering you groceries.
I mean, it's a workout.
Can I have a water? Can we open this?
Cracks it open. I took one. Hope you don't mind.
And it's funny because like last week I said I don't drink water bottles. I just get them for my guests.
You get them
so it's
to
like,
make old women
I have all
suffer.
these women bring up water bottles that I'm never gonna touch. I drink maybe one or two out of that pack. Then I just drink out of the tap.
That's your fetish. To watch women struggle with your water bottles. No, you're not gonna touch them.
Even when you have the water bottles at home.
No, I save them for guests because I would drink them all in a week. I drink a lot of water at my house.
That's really nice of you.
And I know, like if you came, Devonne came, anyone came, they wouldn't, like, if I was like, oh, let me just pour water from the tap, no one would.
I would throw your cup out the window.
Yeah. So I'm
never mind.
I drink a lot of water. In all honesty, I would probably go through
saliva.
a full case of water bottles in a week. And that's why I do it. It's more for the expense.
Okay.
Like, I don't care, like, it's fine drinking from the tap. I maybe prefer the bottled water, but I drink so much water that I would be having those, like, a nonstop conveyor belt of old women bringing up those cases.
That's actually kind of nice of you.
Yeah, I think of my guests. I'm a gracious host.
I can't believe you're drinking tap water like that.
I just drink a lot of water.
That's not good for your insides.
I just drink a lot of water.
Okay.
Like, remember when I made you guys a really big meal?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, I made you guys a really
He made us meatballs. I think, didn't I bring food?
Yeah, I was cooking for hours.
He made
It was an expensive meal.
Italian
I was going to go to the
gravy.
slaughterhouse, but I was like, they're not worth that. And then I was cooking for hours, and I'm like, hey, come on over. Like, food, I'm cooking food.
No. He said...
Undercooked sausage.
He said cooking dinner. And I was just like, oh, that's what he's doing. I was like, okay, if he's cooking dinner for himself, let me go and feed myself.
Yeah, I knew already. I came in with an appetite. I was like, oh, he's cooking? All right.
See, he just said cooking dinner. I was just like, I didn't take it as you're cooking dinner for us. I was just like, oh, that's what you're doing at the moment.
I'm slaving. I actually went to the store to pick up some things.
Wow.
Because I was like, oh, I could make it just as
you can
is.
make an old lady carry bottles of water.
Well, no, I was like, I could make it as is, but I could really get going if I get this. And I was like,
what was this?
I don't have 2 hours to wait. I don't remember.
Was it the sausage?
It might have been the sausage.
I know. The sausage was what you thought was gonna put it over the top.
The undercooked sausage.
Well, I think it was.
Don't get us started.
I think it was. I had a pack of sausages, and for some reason, I don't know how to portion food.
Yeah,
So,
that's
like,
you're Italian, right?
I bought 3 packs of sausages.
Oh, that's
I
way
bought
too many.
5 pounds of like ground beef to make
way
meatballs.
too many.
I made like 4 pounds of pasta.
That's way. There was only like 6 of us.
There was 4 of us.
Yeah.
He's Italian. That's how they do. That's how Spanish people do too.
And it was in my fridge, and then I eventually threw it out.
No.
I couldn't eat it fast enough. I was
Before it went
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I was eating it so much, and I'm like, there's still like a pot, like huge pot.
Why didn't you invite your neighbors over?
I don't
Had a nice little get together.
I'm mad I didn't get any more. It was really good.
It was good. I had it for like weeks. I need a microwave because it's always a hassle to reheat things.
Yeah.
I don't have a microwave.
He had stuffed meatballs.
Yeah, I was stuffing meatballs. I was cooking.
You don't have a
sausage.
microwave?
No, I have a toaster oven. Like a 25-year-old toaster
And
oven.
a George Foreman.
And a George Foreman. Those are my methods of heating things up.
That's all you need.
So if I have leftovers,
That's very unconventional. I like it. He's like, I'm not getting a microwave.
well, I used to have a microwave. I moved in with someone, throughout the microwave.
No,
Then
I always keep the
moved by
microwave.
myself, and I'm like, I need that microwave.
The microwave will never leave you.
You gotta get your microwave back.
But it was also the microwave I had.
thing back.
I don't know if you remember.
Oh
it.
yeah, the nostalgia one.
Yeah, it was a red,
Yeah.
classic microwave. My dad got it for me for my first apartment.
Yeah. It was really cool looking, but it didn't function well.
It looked like this old school.
It's
red,
like one of those like send your kid to college type.
Kind of.
Like
no, it's actually really
microwave.
rad looking. It looks like an old microwave, but I remember because I had it on my cart too, and I was gonna buy it.
And I think I said,
but then you
don't
told
do
me
it.
it's crap. So.
Because like I would put something in for like 15 minutes, and I'm like, this is so cold. Also, I think I'm probably gonna have cancer from it because there was like parts of the door that didn't seal all the way, and I always kind of like used to. I like to like stare at the mic, like the food spinning, and I was like, there's just gaping hole in this door. Like I can't do that, so I would turn it on and like run away because I was like, I don't know what's going on here. Like,
no, that's bad. I don't do that now. My microwave is all right. I don't just put your face to it.
But it's a metal lead door. Like nothing's coming out, but there was like literally a gap, and I'm like,
yeah, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
and this thing was made out of plastic too. There was no like, but yeah, that was my one and only microwave I've ever had on my own.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you a new one. We'll get one for the office. You can use it.
I know. I'm like, there's gonna be a microwave in the office before my own house. I can bring the toaster oven over.
Bring the George Foreman.
I whip things up on that George Foreman all the time.
He's whipping them sausages up.
I was cooking sausages. I cook chicken. I cook steak sometimes. I cook it.
You cook cows. You cook pigs. Lambs.
Did you cook your lamb on the George Foreman?
The whole lamb.
I've never cooked lamb, but when I cook or lamb on the George Foreman, let me specify. I've cooked lamb. I think there might have been lamb in that thing you ate, and I just didn't tell you because I knew you wouldn't like it.
What I've eaten lamb. I would have tasted.
It was lamb neck.
I would have tasted lamb if it was in there.
Lamb neck bone.
Because the bone marrow goes into the sauce and makes it more tasty.
Wow.
But I didn't mention that because I knew Devonne wouldn't like it on purpose.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Nah. The
Lamb neck?
chops,
Bone marrow?
You're really.
No,
picky.
I eat collard greens and neck bones.
You eat chicken tenders
I just don't
for every
like.
meal.
Those are called chicken tenders.
No, I eat. I just don't eat. Lamb chops tasted like feet when I ate them.
I feel like if you eat chitlins, you can't be picky.
No, you can. You can still be picky. Because some foods just doesn't taste good. Chitlins, if they're not cooked right, don't taste right. They have to be cooked.
To perfection.
They have to be cooked to perfection for chitlins to be all right.
When was the last time you had a chitlin?
It's been years.
How many chitlins have you eaten?
I've eaten like 3 bowls.
In the past year.
3 bowls.
In the
chitlins
past year.
in my
your whole entire
23
life?
years of life.
Oh, that's not very many chitlins.
Yeah, I don't like I eat chitlins on a regular.
You said you.
I said I've had chitlins. You guys have called me, have given me this chitlin rep. I've just said I had it. I know what it tastes
You were
like.
talking them up a little bit last time.
I said they taste good if they're made right.
Okay.
If I made some chitlins, would
You definitely you definitely wouldn't make it right. I know I know that for a fact.
It has to be like
They need soul in it. Let's just, you don't have the right amount of soul that goes in the chitlin. You don't have.
you like the soul.
It's soul food.
I would turn on my speakers, put on a little blues, and I would be making.
Elvis Presley doesn't count as blues.
He was Blue Christmas.
No, blue suede shoe heaven has. No.
Yeah, and I don't think you have the patience for the chitlins.
I have patience when it comes. When I go so hard, when I cook, I go crazy. Like I'm making these elaborate meals, multiple pans. I'm sautéing. I'm chopping up stuff.
Yeah, Blue Apron has him feeling himself heavy.
It's not even the Blue Apron. It's not the Blue Apron. And then I make set the table, one seat, and I sit down. Sometimes I light a little candle in the center if I feel like.
You really light a candle?
You feel like the moon
sometimes.
isn't right?
Treat yourself.
You know what?
Treat yourself.
And then I haven't been doing this probably for like the last 3 months, but I made a rule. This is gonna sound even sadder. No TV during dinner.
Why not? You have nobody with you.
With a family by himself.
Yeah, you're by yourself.
I would turn on.
He's like battling himself
the
on the inside. No, I really want to watch TV. How many times do I have to tell myself?
I would turn
no
on
TV.
I would
turn on TV. He's like, what did I tell you, AJ? TV off. You're like, oh.
I would turn on like
come on, just 20 minutes. No, AJ.
In all honesty, I would turn on like a nice podcast.
You're going crazy.
And I would listen to like
That's probably the saddest thing. You just listening to audio.
Yeah, I would have like a nice podcast playing, and I would be like eating a meal.
This is the 1950s. You just got a radio playing.
I sit at my dining room table, and that's why I stopped. I did it recently, and I was like, why did I stop 3 months ago? It was because we started doing commentary tracks, C3 commentaries on my my dining room table. So I didn't want to move the TV off and on, and it was just like uncomfortable to sit at when you have all this equipment on the table.
That's different.
But
how's that? Wait, why did that make?
Wait. How does that correlate?
Because that's an inconvenience to actually.
That's why I stopped sitting at the table by myself.
Yeah, but like, where do you sit? I thought we were talking about TV.
No, when I eat, I sit at the table. I sit at my table.
In your room?
In my dining room, my little dining
where the TV was.
Where the TV for the commentaries were, yes. That was the table I would sit at by myself. Then we put a giant TV on the table.
Okay.
And I didn't want to keep on moving it back and forth. And now that TV's coming here to do commentaries, I probably won't. I'll probably continue to sit at my table.
Where were you sitting before?
At my table.
I'm confused. You're saying you're sitting at your table, but we were talking about not watching TV.
Oh, when I watch
TV?
Eat? Oh, now I sit on my couch and eat.
And you don't watch TV?
No, I'll watch TV. If I'm sitting on the couch, I'm going to watch TV. If I'm sitting at the dining
room, do you watch TV while you eat or no?
And do you sit at this table or do you not? Because I think this heat is getting to all of us.
And why
I can't hear it.
Why are you limiting yourself when you live at home? That's the freedom that you have when you live by yourself.
Hear me out.
This is fucking cabin.
You know what I feel like right now?
In the beginning.
Do the right thing. We're like a hot.
It's just a hot day.
Yeah.
It's hear me out. Hear me out.
It's a sweatshop for real.
It is. I got my apartment. I got the table.
He's taking us all the way back. I went to IKEA.
I don't even care anymore.
When I started eating at that table,
oh no!
I stopped watching TV. Only for my dinner. Okay? Sometimes breakfast too.
Wait.
And then
that table's by a window. Do you look out the window?
Yeah, I do look out the window because it's a nice forest. But anyway.
Do you open the window and get a nice breeze?
Yeah, when it was colder out.
Do you drink your coffee while you look out the window?
I do that. I stand up and that's not a joke. It's a really nice view, and I paid for the view. We started doing C3 commentaries. We put a TV on the table. I stopped eating at the table because I'm like, there's a giant TV on the table, so let me eat on my couch. And then when I said, I'm eating on the couch, I'm just going to watch TV because that would be weird. And now that the TV's off the table again, I'm going to continue to sit at the table and eat and listen to like music and stuff like
that. I hear you, but let me tell you how this conversation started. You said, I don't watch TV while I eat. I have a rule. I don't watch TV while I eat. I used to sit at this table. I sit at this table now. I'm like, what? What are we doing?
I feel like it's not hard to grasp. And
don't go through it again. We got it. We got it.
If I'm eating a snack or dessert, I would watch TV with that. If I'm eating lunch, like a little quick lunch, I'll watch TV with that. It was really, sometimes when I'm making breakfast, I'm making like a nice egg sandwich or something. I'm going to sit at the table and like eat and not watch TV. If I'm making a nice dinner, I'm going to sit at the table and not eat. If I ordered out food, then I would sit on the couch and watch TV. I had rules of engagement of different meals and where I got them from.
This seems like a lot to live your life.
Yeah, limit yourself so much when you live by yourself.
Why are you
because that's how I function. That's why.
Why are you doing this to yourself? You want to watch TV, but you're torturing yourself. You're like, I can't. This is a good dinner. This is a good one. You're like, but the Price is Right is on. You're like, nope.
He's like the crazy dad creating all these rules. Except there's no child or nothing at home.
I can break the rules if I want. I just don't. I don't want to watch TV when I eat. That's why I made the rule.
Why do you have the rules?
I made the rule because I don't eat TV, and it's not even a set rule. I just don't.
You know what? We get it.
And this is why
I don't get it.
This is why I'm single, because this is what this is.
She goes to turn on. He's like, "What are you doing?"
You know the rules.
You know the rules.
Any future
Uber Eats, we take a seat.
This is how I work. This is how I function. Wait until we're all in this trailer every goddamn day, and wait until the rules start coming out of where and when we can eat and do things.
No.
He's the reason we don't have AC.
Yeah.
We don't have
no AC while we film.
Yeah, no, that I feel like that was gonna be a rule, but I guess this is just a kangaroo court we live in. Banana Republic in this trailer.
There's a legitimate rule for that, so.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, we're limited because we don't have AC.
I don't know how that rule is gonna be applied because I'm sweating. I'm gonna take off my shirt, probably my pants. Like, this is hot.
Please don't do that. Please don't.
This is hot.
Well, we're basically home. So.
I've been in here since. What time did we get here?
Like 1:30 probably.
What time is it now?
1:30. Breaking down walls.
We can't expose
you show me a picture of your family.
We can't expose that information.
Breaking down walls and all this other shit.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful family.
We have a
So it's 10:13 p.m. EST.
A big construction site that we're working on, just to give, everyone out there some more content.
And to look behind the curtain, it's like what you see right now is everything that's functional.
Yeah.
The moment that camera turns around, it's
like the shelf collapses.
We're in the forest. We built 3 walls behind us. We're outside right now.
That's not far from the truth.
That's not. It's really not.
Yeah.
A whole bird flew in here earlier.
Wait, what?
I like how you keep referring to this bird as a whole.
It's a whole fucking bird. We were out. Me and D'Lo, we came out of the podcast room, and I had walked into the living room, and a whole ass bird flew into the window, flapped 5 times.
The whole bird.
It was traumatic experience. It slowed down for me. I could have swore the bird winked at me. The bird winked at me before it flew back out.
The crazy part was how
I'll be back.
The bird without any doubt, it just knew where to fly and go out the window.
Because one window has a screen, one doesn't. It went straight through the one that doesn't have a screen.
As soon as
I'm telling you, they're letting us know. And then I walked outside because I had to take a breath because I was like, I almost died. I've seen Stephen King's Birds. All right, I know how birds can kill. Alfred Hitchcock. It's one of them. One of those. It's one of those old motherfuckers. I walked outside and I heard the birds. They were going crazy when I walked outside. They were like, I was like, oh shit. He just said, hey yo, the window's open. We can go right now.
What would you do if a bird hit that window right there?
Oh, it's time to go. When the bird hits the window, it's time to go. How did I not hear? You just did on the podcast.
Yeah, isn't that Hereditary? Scene from Hereditary? Yeah, I mess with that.
I think any movie where a bird slams into a window, it always means something's bad's gonna go on. Is that true in real life?
Yeah. Birds don't just commit suicide unless your window is really clean.
I remember one time.
Like the Windex commercial.
Real Windex.
Got ravens smacking your shit out every day.
Me and my dad were driving to New Jersey and he hit a bat and it was really traumatizing.
A bat? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a bat was, swerved.
Shit.
Oh, I thought when you did that, I thought you meant he literally hit a bat.
He punched it?
Punched a bat. I was like, what a beast. Poor bat. What did the bat do to deserve that?
He just
fucking whacked it.
I don't know why I thought that was so funny.
Because we're getting delirious.
Where I'm at. There's nothing even in this car.
Everything about this is a lie. Everything about this is a lie. Nothing's real.
I was taking fake sips to sell the stick.
There was never anything in there. It was crazy. This isn't even a wall.
I just want y'all to look over to the left and look at this window door. Look how foggy this. Look how foggy that shit is.
No one can see the window door except for the people.
That's what I'm telling you, us here that are suffering. Look at this foggy ass window.
The condensation.
We killing it.
I think. Oh, I get what you're saying now. It's like really hot and musty.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. It's connecting.
Oh, well, I think that being said,
Yeah, we've reached the limit.
I think
This might be a special behind the scene episode.
this is never coming out.
Yeah.
This was the episode of the Squad Goals podcast, episode 40.
We're buying a fan tomorrow.
Three.
We're buying a fan tonight.
Yeah, I mean, let us know what you guys think about the set.
Any
what do you like
improvements, any thoughts, any comments, any
you guys,
criticism?
you guys look hot.
See?
We take it to the head, Mike.
If
Yeah, we do.
yeah,
I
thanks.
mean,
All those guys look like they're sweating profusely.
Hey, if you want to check out this podcast, if you want to listen to the audio, you're watching this on YouTube right now, and you're just like, I want to listen.
If you want to go fund us so we can buy some AC, CCE needs AC at GoFundMe.
Go to Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play, and
What else?
iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher.
He's never had a problem.
YouTube, Facebook.
Well, if you want to,
Instagram.
that's it for audio. If you want to view us, if you want to watch us,
If you want to watch us
sweaty
sweat.
action, go to youtube.com/Cigar City Entertainment. That's once again youtube.com/Cigar City. There's
Your
sweat-
glasses are foggy.
The sweat in my eyes are like, it's burning my eyes, and my glasses are all foggy.
You know what? Forget all that. It's time to go. Let's go.
Hey,
go.
Facebook.com/Cigar City
fan on?
Entertainment and Instagram CCE_Tampa. We're out.
We're out.
Oh, shit.
Holy
We're out.
cow.